What's the best doctor to go to after your car accident? That's one of the questions we get asked here at Shane Smith Law, and I want to try to answer that in today's video, okay? And the first off is every case is different, okay? Everybody's injuries are going to be different. There's no one best doctor for all cases, but there are some general common themes for similar type injuries that we can recommend and talk about. So first off is going to be who's going to be doing your therapy, okay? Your active treatment that you're going to be doing every other day. Is it going to be a physical therapist or a chiropractor? Because most people have some sort of muscle damage and pain after a car accident. Now that can be associated with the spine, so the back and neck, or it can be associated with an extremity like a shoulder or a knee. Okay, those are the two most common area, I guess three most common areas. And it really depends on what you're looking for. Physical therapy is normally a more active treatment. You're going to go in, you're going to do exercises. You're generally going to work for about 30 to 45 minutes, and you're actively doing things. This works really great for shoulders and knees, and which is almost always what we recommend. For spinal injuries, like a sore back and neck, you can use physical therapy, but a lot of clients prefer a chiropractor for that area. So for the spine, the back, and the neck. They go in, normally there's a lot of focus on trying to get those muscles relaxed or make sure that everything is where it's supposed to be and that nothing's out of whack kind of deal. But either one of those is really good for your therapy. It's going to depend on particular what hurts the most, though, what the main injury is. Now, as far as a medical doctor, who do you go to? Which one's the best one? Now, a lot of people will see their primary care physician, their family doc, because that's who they've been seeing a long time. If you don't have anything serious going on, that can be a viable issue, especially if you can get in quick. Maybe get some pain medicine or muscle relaxers to help you with your recovery, something like that. And that's okay as long as there's nothing really serious going on. Generally, what we're going to recommend, though, is that you go see an orthopedist. That's a bone doctor. They're specialists in bone injuries. They deal a lot with sports injuries or other trauma-induced injuries, okay? Now, you want to make sure you're seeing an orthopedist that deals with your body parts. Some orthopedists deal with all the bones, so they're good for shoulder and knee and back and neck. Others are going to deal with, the spine, or maybe the extremities, the shoulder and the knee. So make sure your orthopedist you're seeing does that kind of work, but orthopedist is generally what we recommend. You can also consider an acute pain management doctor. And the reason I say acute is a pain management doctor that's familiar with treating acute injuries, okay? So injuries from a car accident, injuries from sports accidents, things like that. And their focus is getting you better in a short period of time. What you don't generally want, at least in the beginning, is a chronic pain management doctor, somebody who treats you for pain management long-term, who's going to do that through medication or medical medication management, okay? That's not ideal for a car accident. We want you seeing an acute pain management doctor who's going to try to usually do an epidural or some sort of cortisone or steroid injection, something that they think is going to calm those nerves down and let the body heal, okay? A chronic pain management is really if everything else has failed and you're like, this is the best it's going to get. Another possibility is a neurologist. A lot of people will see a neurologist when they've hit their head in the accident, okay? When you're dealing with head pain, it's important to realize, did you hit your head or is this tension from your neck strain, okay? And if it's back and neck strain, so if the neck is causing tightness, which is causing headaches, and you didn't strike your head, we're going to really usually recommend you see that orthopedist. However, if you struck your head in the collision or you're having any other symptoms of a concussion like migraines, blurry vision, a ringing in the ears, tinnitus, something like that, we're going to recommend a neurologist to make sure everything's going okay there and that you're not suffering any long-term effects from hitting your head. Another possibility is some of our clients will suffer from PTSD, so post-traumatic stress syndrome, particularly in violent collisions or where the vehicles roll over, or sometimes when a semi-truck hits somebody, or a death or something else like that is involved. A psychologist can be very helpful to talk to as well. That's a different type of doctor. And then you just have the unusual injuries, okay? Sometimes it's tinnitus and you need an ear, nose, and throat doctor, or you injure your jaw so you have TMJ and you need a dental specialist, or maybe you injure your hand or your foot and you need a podiatrist. So those are the specialists that we don't see every day, but certainly can help after a car accident. So we really can't tell you which doctor is best, because the best is going to depend on your situation, your injuries, and what you actually need, okay? Which is why we like to talk to our clients, find out what's going on, and make sure they get the right medical care for their injuries. If you're in pain, call Shane. We'll get you the right doctor, get you better, and then we'll settle your case. 980-999-9999.
In pain, call Shane.
980-999-9999. 980-999-9999. Shane Smith Law. In pain, call Shane.